They torched my $143,000 fire truck. So, I brought the FBI to their doorstep. I'm Jake Morrison, 34, volunteer fire captain in Riverside County, and I pull into my driveway after a 48-hour shift to find my grant-funded response vehicle is a smoking shell with paint blistered and equipment melted. 8 years of volunteer service erased in one night. I call the fire investigator, and accelerant patterns are everywhere, and security footage shows Marcus Webb, HOA president, pouring gasoline at 2:17 a.m. His brother-in-law sits on city council, so he thinks he's untouchable. I show up at the emergency board meeting where Marcus is waiting with his lawyer, and they slide papers across the table demanding $15,000 in storage violation fines and $2,200 in environmental cleanup fees. Then Marcus leans back and smiles. Take your welfare truck back to the trailer park. People with real money live here now. That's when I remember this isn't my truck. It's federal property. I pull the SAFER grant documents from my bag because I'm the grant administrator, and this vehicle was purchased with Homeland Security funds under federal emergency management. I make 3 calls, ATF, FBI, and the federal prosecutor. 72 hours later, 2 agents knock on Marcus's door with U.S. Code, Title 18, Section 1361, explaining that willful destruction of federal property carries 10 years. Federal prison and arson of emergency equipment triggers domestic terrorism review. The HOA is a registered legal entity, which means every board member is jointly liable. The penalties start accruing at $3,800 per day in federal sanctions, and replacement cost at federal rate is $640,000 plus investigation fees, storage, and environmental remediation. 34 days pass, and the total hits $789,200. Marcus's lawyer calls me because the insurance company denied the claim, intentional criminal acts aren't covered, and the city councilman suddenly doesn't return calls. 3 board members resign, and Marcus is facing federal indictment. We settle in mediation with full restitution and all fines dropped, and Marcus personally writes a check for $143,000 before resigning immediately. Lifetime ban from any HOA leadership position, plus a 15-year protective order, means he can't come within 500 feet of any emergency vehicle or volunteer. My new truck arrives 6 weeks later with the same model but better equipment, and the federal grant was approved in 14 days. The subdivision throws a block party when I park it in my driveway, and 30 families show up with their kids asking for tours. Marcus sold his house at a loss and moved 2 counties over because turns out people who mess with federal property don't stay in neighborhoods long. Who knew burning a truck could burn your entire life down? Think HOAs are above federal law? Comment what happened when they found out.